Well, let's see if this is going to work or not. Looks like it's, there we go, finally. Yay, only, well, I should have waited 2 more minutes. I've been exactly 10 minutes late. So, I have to apologize. I have to put the globe on right off the bat so I can get the Zoom invitations out, and then we'll go from there. And I got here as quick as I could. So I will be right back. Please enjoy the globe. I'll put music to it one of these days. I'm really working on that. Sorry for the silence. I'm just trying to rush through this and make sure I get everybody on the first go around. And I don't want to miss anybody. So I'm trying to concentrate. As you saw earlier tonight, I was actually trying to schedule the stream, and I don't know what I was thinking or doing when it went to live for some reason. Well, I know why. I accidentally hit the go live button and wasn't paying any attention to what I was doing. That's my fault. Um, these things happen. Okay, so I know I probably left somebody out. I need to make a checklist. Of course, I say that like every other day or something. There's Greg. So I think I'm good to go on that. I'm going to bring this back. Go back over here.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Greg. Getting a little bit of a late start, but getting a little bit of a late start. Okay, am I hearing you or me? I hear an echo. Okay, am I hearing you or me?
That's me, my hair.
Okay. Yeah, it. I was trying to schedule it. I don't know what's going on. It wouldn't schedule, and then all of a sudden I glanced up and I seen it was live. So I'm like, well, that's not good. That's why it was 10 seconds long. Nope, I didn't do that on purpose. That was not. I was not doing that to be funny or anything. That clearly was. That was just the way that just the way it worked out, so to speak. So I'm going to expand that all the way to there, cover up the icons.
Hey Ken,
Hey Alex, how are you?
what's up with that? What's up with that? I thought you said you were going to use the link. I thought you said you were going to use the link that you said with the new meeting ID and password.
I did.
That
Did it?
don't look,
I did. I trust me when I tell you that's the new one. I do believe. I mean, the only way.
it don't look like the new. It don't look like the new. It don't look like the meeting ID you said earlier.
Okay. Zoom's going to be right back in just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Talk to you guys.
Rick,
I'm going to see what's going wrong with that. So I'm going to cut this one off and go to the globe and start all over again. I know how this night's going. Thanks, Alex. See you in a minute. So this is off to just one wonderfully great start. First, I can't get the stream scheduled. Then I go live for 10 seconds. Now the link is not working. So I'm going to put this up. Yeah, I'm working on it, Rick. And I knew it. I left somebody out. I always use someone out. Oh my gosh, what a day this is turning out to be. Okay, let's try this again. So I'm going to try this again. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to do it this way and go from there. And only because this is just so much easier for me to do. And if this doesn't go well, then we will change it accordingly. A, B, C, D, 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 D. Gary, Jeff, Robert. Okay, I got Rick that time. So who am I leaving out now? Zoom and paste. All right, here we go. Now I got to jump over here and send a specific one so that someone gets a notification on a phone, which I found that to be absolutely hilarious. But I did it, so we'll see. So let's see. We should be good to go there. I don't need that one open, I don't think. And hopefully turn my video on. Video's good. And go back to the here. Make this full screen. Oh my goodness. So that looks okay. There's Greg. The two people are entering. So there's let Alex in and let Greg in and let Rick in. And
Much better, Ken. Much better.
yeah, I'm rushed. I got home late and hey Rick. Hey Rick.
Hello.
Got home, got late, and I mean it's just I had a rough time getting this dumb thing going. So, but I think it's all good now. Looks like it might be working out. Don't know if I left anybody out or not. Actually, oh, who's watching Star Trek? That sounded like a.
Bring that myself.
That's what it sounded like. The Star Trek red alert alarm or whatever it's called. Is that you?
I'll take the hit for that.
Is it Star Trek? Seriously?
Yeah.
That's funny. That is funny. All right. There's Darren. Go back over here for a real quick second. Well, you said to send it to your phone, so that's what I attempted to do.
I heard it.
I hope it worked. We're not off to the rip roaring great start by no means.
It's Monday.
Oh, is it ever? Actually, I got quite a bit done today. So all Zoom links have been sent. I'm going to go back to this one and leave that there. I'm going to Gary, I resent the codes. You should be good to go, but let me while I'm here. I will send you another one. So, Gary.
It's in your sent item.
I know. Well, I BCC'd it. So, just to get out of going through compose, enter, I just BCC'd everybody, and hopefully that works. So, Gary, it's been resent. Shift B, and I'll just make this full screen. There we go. Got a little bit done today. I had a chuckle that I had 2 comments on my 10-second debacle is the best way to put it. I was glad to see Rick's comments were coming through because you posted on one and it didn't come through. It came through on my email and it came through on my notifications, but it didn't come through on the comments themselves. And we spent a little bit of time trying to figure it out. We finally just gave up on it. So good to see that that works. In fact, I need to. I see Robert has joined us and take care of some business there. And now Gary's joining us.
Hello, Alex.
And there's Gary.
Hello.
I'll tell you how running late I was. I got about a half a bottle of water, no coffee. Didn't even start coffee. I was like, I gotta get home. So that was my fault. And you want to know irony for you? I had just scheduled it for 10:30, and she texted me, "Pick me up at 10:30." I'm like, you couldn't have been 3 minutes sooner. So I
Do
see
you
Rob.
have do you have a do you have a Keurig?
Huh?
Do you have a Keurig?
Oh no. I have the old-fashioned. Put the grounds in the filter, put the water in, hit the button, walk away, go back 3 minutes later, and we're good. So
Well, we've gotten I've gotten spoiled by the Keurig. We had ours for a good a good 2 or 3 years now, and I even go on Amazon, buy tea and make tea with it.
Robert's going for coffee number 2. Yeah, I've
Yes,
never been a big fan, but
I make my tea in the Keurig, but I get the cheapest tea Keurig pods they make. They're like 30 cents a pop.
it'll be all right.
My wife doesn't like that, and she drinks 3 at a time.
I've just never been a big fan of them. My brother, that's what he's got. He likes it, but he's not. Okay, here's irony again. This must be. I should have named tonight's show irony because he doesn't drink a lot of coffee, but he's got a Keurig and he likes it. So we concluded today he's not going to be home for Christmas, so that's not good. Probably, hopefully, maybe next week. He's back on the CPAP. Numbers aren't. They're not going up. They're not going down. So I guess that's good news. He is being treated still for COVID and for the pneumonia. So, just got to keep saying the prayers and hope things work out for him.
All you can do.
All we can do, yeah. So, hey, Sam. So I think I got all the invitations sent out properly. I think. I honestly don't know.
The first 2 you sent out wouldn't let me in.
Yeah, I know because there's a reason for that, and it was my fault. So
I got Alex's.
the 10-minute, yeah, I sent it to Alex first, and then then I BCC'd everybody. When I'm running late, no matter what it is, I get flustered and I forget things, and I really don't like to be running late.
You're a technician, I heard.
Huh?
I heard you're a technician. You should be able to do that.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, after all, I am Mr. Technical. I'm going to get a T-shirt made that says Mr. Technical.
Should be able to do that from your phone while you're picking up your wife.
Mine will say technically confused.
Well, I did get YouTube on the phone, and I did try to make comments, and I was somewhat successful. Not 100%. I mean, progress has been made. So, a bit of a note on Friday's show. It won't be super long. I have to be up and on the road by 5:30 to be in Indiana at a specific time, per the Queen herself. So,
I thought you said the Queen.
well, the Queen, my sister, the Queen, whatever you want to call her. So then we got to find some place to stay in Indy because I'm not driving 250 miles round trip on Saturday and then turn around and drive 250 miles round trip on Sunday. That's just not going to happen.
How's the weather supposed to be?
Weather's supposed to be awesome. 59 and rain on Friday, 49 sunshiny both Saturday and Sunday. So weather-wise, it's going to be good. The mere fact that I've got to be on the road at 5:30 in the morning, that's going to stink.
It's supposed to be 65 and sunny on Saturday.
I'm
It's supposed to
hoping.
be pretty much the same here. It's supposed to be pretty weather all week.
Hey, Robert, was the person you took to jail, was that a nurse or was that another resident or a patient or what was it? Or can you disclose that information? You know, HIPAA rules and all. So, got quite a bit. That's funny. You don't use a VPN and it thinks you're elsewhere. Wow.
It thinks if I go to my profile picture, then it says and location is Latvia.
I don't have a
Which is odd.
VPN. Every time I call the people about the TV thing, first question they say is, "Do you use a VPN?" And I keep telling them, "No." You keep asking me that, so it's crazy.
Oh, my ISP's like that. If everything with networking, that they do use a VPN.
Yeah, we got another flyer today for the fiber optic that's supposed to have gone in on the 4th. We will see. I keep hearing bad things about the company, though.
The only VPN I used is one between us and the school in the college that I set up that I had control over.
Cool.
So who we missing?
I don't have any other reason to use any other service, because the point of a VPN, the way I see it, is to hide your traffic from somebody, and you've got to show somebody your traffic, and somebody's got to see your traffic somewhere along the way, and I don't have anything to hide.
Yeah, from what I understand, the VPN does hide your location. I've also heard it's not 100% hiding your location. I have no clue.
I only used to use a VPN for when I was at school and I'll connect to the school network, or when I did work experience at various firms and I would use their VPN. Other than that, I don't really use one.
Yeah. Brave browser, and I think every one of us has discussed that at one time. I like it because it bounces your signal 3 different places. So probably one of them is Latvia. Who knows?
I don't know.
Most of the reasons I've heard that people use VPNs, just normal people, other than for business related stuff, is for like being able to watch something on Netflix that would otherwise be blocked in your geographic area.
Right.
And I have no reason to watch something that would be blocked. I don't know of anything that I would want to watch that is
different in Australia. Because in Australia on Netflix, there's a lot less content on Netflix compared to the US. So a lot of shows on US Netflix is on other services here.
I second that. There's a lot of my computer's just really messing up. Bear with me a second here. There are a lot of come on. So this guy right here, Free Tech, he's big on VPNs, and he says, I don't know exactly where he's at. I believe he's Scottish. I believe. I can't play it, obviously, because of the violations, but he uses them because of what you guys just said. The content for Netflix in his country is so poor that he goes and pretends like he's in the United States, and then he gets all the great content. Not that we have the best content in the world, but apparently it's better than wherever he's at.
Yeah, same.
So, has anyone seen on their channels where people will make comments? You'll get the notification up on your notifications. You go to see what it is, and the comment's not there.
Yep, I've had that before.
A few times,
even the YouTube Studio ad.
And Gary's laughing. Okay, Mr. W, why are you laughing?
You know, I told my wife that if the channel she watches gets your Beatles thing, I want to watch the whole thing.
Get your Beatles thing is in the Get Back Beatles, or is this another one? Oh, okay.
No, the one you watched.
Okay. Yeah, I still got to watch part 3.
She watched it not live, but she watched it when it was playing. We have Disney Plus.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Disney Plus, and I watched.
We had it.
I want to see that. I mean, I know how it ends. They end up on the rooftop, and I've known about that for. Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
Did you bring your teddy bear tonight?
What's that?
Did you bring your teddy bear tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
all we have is all we have on my mom. All we have is Amazon Prime. So whatever comes with Amazon Prime, when you pay for whatever videos, whatever shows come with Amazon Prime, is what we got. Because you know the 2 day shipping and all that also comes with the music and the video.
Right.
And I don't watch it that often. All I watch is YouTube. That's it.
Yeah.
For
We've got
the most part.
yeah, we've got
Every once in a
Amazon
while,
Prime.
I
It's
may
got
watch
some good
something.
shows and movies on there. I have found since we got rid of DirecTV and I went to watching it on the internet, I really don't watch all that much television anymore. So I guess that's a unexpected good thing. So Jeff, you knew you were going to get teased at least once, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was just so boring last night. I mean,
Hey, you won't get no argument from me on that.
no.
So did
In
they-
fact, I think next
So
week
was
I'm going to
today-
start. Go ahead, Alex.
I was just gonna say, so Jeff, was today the install? Did they come in and install it today, or is that
Oh yeah.
in
Oh.
a day or two?
I have DirecTV, and I'm already regretting it.
Oh no.
Let me ask
The
you,
signal
have-
is fine. Okay, signal's fine,
Right.
but the channel selection is a little bit upsetting to me. I'm missing some of the stuff that my grandchildren like to watch.
Like Nickelodeon.
Nick Jr. and PBS Kids.
Yep.
And my 4-year-old granddaughter Olivia likes that stuff, and I'm locked into a 2-year contract. As soon as
How
it
did
was
they-
installed, the contract locked in.
how did they
Robert.
hook it up?
Hmm?
How
It
did they hook it up?
took me a minute to figure out what he said. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
They came and used the cables that I already had in the house. And the two techs were very competent, in spite of the fact I think they were from the Geek Squad.
Yeah, there's your problem.
You think they might have farmed him out to the Geek Squad to put in your DirecTV?
According to the sign on the side of their van, it was Best Buy guys.
No.
Wow. And you bought it through Costco?
Yes. And it's a special package that they do through Costco. I have Italian channels, among other things.
Really?
It's called World Direct Choice or something like that.
You
And
realize that's the only way they can keep. That's the only way DirecTV and Dish Network can keep business these days, is putting people in a 2-year contract so they'll keep paying for it, because otherwise nobody would keep paying for it.
Well, I'm happy with everything except the lack of these two channels. Everything else I want is pretty much there.
Yeah.
I understand that. I'm just saying that's the only way they can keep business, because everybody's going to streaming like YouTube and
Yep.
Amazon
Even
and
YouTube.
Netflix.
Well, streaming wants 6 months here for YouTube, for Amazon. They all want it.
Yeah.
6
And I've
months.
said for a long time now, if DirecTV would allow you to do it a la carte, they would get much more business.
Yeah.
Because like Jeff said, he's getting channels he doesn't even want and will never watch, but you want to add the things for your grandkids, so you would add them and get rid of that other stuff. But
Well,
they won't do it.
yeah, what
You
the
gotta pay
deal
for
was
another-
here, I called and asked him, I have something called Ria Italia or something like that. I said, I called him and said I didn't order that. And what it is, to give the low price they're giving for 2 years, they require you to take one foreign channel. And the guy at Costco knew this was the least expensive of the foreign packages available. So that's why he picked that one for me.
You know what your package is by chance?
World Direct Choice, all included,
About 185 channels.
145.
Oh,
Not the choice through the regular Direct TV. This is a
through
World
costs.
Direct. So if I had the regular choice package with 185 channels, I would have those other two channels.
More than likely, yes.
Well, no, I looked at the channel lineups online. So, but it would cost me more. And this is the regular price for this is $86 a month. I'm getting less than that the first year. It's like going to be like $69 a month the first year.
Doggone it. The Filipino package went up to $37. I paid $12 for the app.
So at any rate, I actually have to say I haven't canceled Cox yet. I'll do that tomorrow.
Right, yeah,
I was just making sure everything worked.
yeah.
One of the things I liked about Cox here, believe it or not, is there's a setting in the remote that you can have it show only the stations that you are paying for in your package.
Really?
And I called the Costco DirecTV VIP line and asked them if there was a setting like that. And the guy says, nope, sorry. So you see in all these other packages that you can't get. It was interesting when the installers were done. These two guys really were quick, very good. And as one guy said, he's been doing it nearly 20 years.
Wow.
He ought to know what he's doing by this point.
I would guess so.
But, and then they were showing me the basics of how to use the remote and this and that. And he said the local stations are from like 0 through 39. And then he said the next 100 stations in your list are crap. And that's all the ones like QVC, Home Shopping Network, all the ones that they're trying to sell you stuff.
Tennis
I like
Channel.
QVC. It's like retarded people on it. Excuse me. Challenge people. I got
So,
a fact that
and then it leaps up like into the 200s and the 300s or whatever. But the remote doesn't work as well in the sense that like on the Cox one, it's got up and down controls that you can skip like 5 or 6 at a time and get through it quickly. That's not available on the Direct. You got to scroll through all of them in the menu.
I found a tool on the road today. Nothing dirty. Sharp pliers. They were in my tire.
It's not from the guy that does the YouTube streams on tools, is it?
I don't know.
You might want to look at the small print. It might say, if you find these pliers, please contact me at.
Well, the really good thing is they were in my tires, so I wouldn't lose them. And I went around late to work, calling around to find somebody that would take to fix it. Right?
Yeah, right.
Found a place that had the tire, Michelin tire, 21-inch. They have the tire, right? Get there, and they ask me what car is for. I tell them, I mean, who the hell cares? You got the tire, right?
Right.
They put tires on electric vehicles, they said. I said, you're not. You're putting on a rim. Oh, I got so mad because I couldn't.
What would their logic be for not doing that?
They didn't know what it was unless I stupidly wouldn't have said it. I swear to God, I'm like.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think, what difference does it make? How if it's gas powered or diesel powered or electric powered or a combination hybrid powered? What difference does it make for the tire?
They had the same tire, literally the same tire, same OT number and everything. I'm laughing. I had to pay for it, but I'm laughing. It was a $700 tire.
Yeah. Tony Wallace said they got rid of their DirecTV as well. Yeah, best thing I ever did.
But the signal actually is quite good. So don't know if one guy claims that they don't have issues with rain anymore.
Nah, well,
in Las Vegas, I don't know how you would tell.
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe he meant in Las Vegas because out here we're still having issues. So, thanks to Alex and Darren today, I will show you.
One question I have, and I know no one on here will have the answer. Probably more than likely is how is TV, whether it's Dish or DirecTV, Dish Network or DirecTV, so good? Like, how can they send you TV, audio, and video streaming over the satellite or whatever, and beam it down to your house in the receiver box? But on the other hand, if you pay for satellite internet, it's not Starlink like HughesNet or Viasat or whatever. It's absolute crap.
That's kind of a good question if you think about it. It's just like goes back to what I always say. They can send us a picture of an ant on Mars going, "Hi," but they can't get a clear cut picture of the bank robber.
That's easy. I know the answer to that. How much you want to spend?
That's true. So
You want Starlink at 1 gig?
I'm going to share something with you guys today that, thanks to Alex and Darren,
I'm either going to be buying again.
that's a GoPro in my fish tank.
Is that dinner?
No, that's our angelfish. And a horribly dirty tank that I really kind of not proud to show, but can't edit it out, so to speak. And we had fish in there that you're not supposed to have mixed together, and they got along just fine. So, but isn't that neat? Just put that in there, and you can hear the water trickling in, and the fish didn't seem to be afraid of it whatsoever.
What version was it of the GoPro?
I want to say 7, maybe.
GoPro, stop recording. I'm either going to be.
Yeah, I played around with the commands too, and then there's another one right here. That's my friend Rusty. I mean,
This will be the last GoPro test of the day.
Did you put it in rice
We'll go
afterwards?
about 10 minutes,
yeah.
and we'll review.
No,
it.
we put the sod in it. This is when we were taking the rocks out.
Hey, where's the? You take the plastic? Oh yeah, you did. Okay.
I mean, you can see how deep
While
we
he's
took it,
doing that, I'll
and
go
we
put the
were
GoPro
actually
toy away.
getting the rock and keeping the dirt and putting the dirt back in the yard. So
No, all
pretty
my
neat.
naysayer friends are gonna say, "See, I do work." You get that, naysayer friends? I'm not gonna mention your name, Terry Woods. I would never call out your name initials, Terry Woods. Thank you, Terry. GoPro, stop recording.
I mean, it's so cool. You can tell it to start and stop.
This will be the last GoPro test
Oh,
of the day.
wait a minute. It didn't stop. I'm listening to myself again. Okay, so
The
exit that
answer
out.
to your question, Gary, is if I'm making $20 an hour to work from home, I'll spend as much money as I have to pay for good enough internet to be able to work from home, or to be able to pay for good enough internet that's worth something.
Well, just like for my wife, I found out we're streaming on 2 TVs.
And she thinks she paid $600 for a laptop too.
Yeah, I didn't know. I got a Roku hanging off the TV in the bedroom, and that's for our streaming. She told me.
I got a couple of Chromecasts hanging off of my TV and the TV in the living room.
Yeah, we've lived here 2 years. I didn't know it. So that's what's funny, because I want to watch that Beatles thing that Ken was talking about. I asked my wife if she sees it, and she said I watched it. And I'm like, oh, how'd you watch it? And she went and found the next time it's supposed to play. I'm like, can I kill you? And she said no. Now that I've said that, if she ends up dead, I'm in trouble. Where's our friend, Mr. Watch at?
You can have one though. That's fine.
Okay.
That's funky parts of you come into picture.
That's funny. Look like somebody from behind the screen. You're Danger Will Robinson. Danger Will Robinson.
The full Monty. Hey, Monty. Good to see you. He's from Jeff Riddle 2's channel, and he's joined us in the chat. If you would like to join us on Zoom, send me an email, kstout2016@gmail.com, and I will send you the link. So, this link will stay as is until we get someone that abuses it. And
Did you kick him out, Ken?
no, he actually left on his own accord. I think he realizes we're not the cool crowd that he thinks we are. You know, we're old people. We know we ain't cool. We quit being cool about 40 years ago. Well, unless you're Gary, and we don't know when that happened. Oh, hey, Gary, I didn't see you there. When did you join us?
Just for today, I've had a bad day, so.
I've had a decent day. I have to give a shout out to Alex. He showed me something. He taught me something today over Zoom that it's going to be a tremendous lifesaver for me. That's how I found that video. I was literally going in folder by folder by folder looking for something, and he suggested doing a search, and he walked me through it. And good job, Alex. I really do appreciate it. I probably will pick your brain quite a bit. So, let me see. He might have.
Well, my Monday started off by seeing the damn dentist.
Oh, that's fun.
Not really.
I gotta go. I gotta go in a week or two and see the dentist.
The problem is it's not seeing them. I have a problem with letting them drill on you or something.
I got a feeling to go get fixed, put in next time I see him. Said,
That's the
you're
one
really
thing
gonna
I've
like
never
me next
had.
time. You're
Never
getting a
had.
feeling. Think, oh, great.
I've never had to do that. Every time I go to the dentist, they always say the same thing. Alex, you have the best. Alex, you have some of the best teeth we've ever saw. Come see us in 6 months. So I only go see them once a year.
Who is this young guy we're letting in here with the good teeth?
Well, that young guy with the good teeth in about, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 years is going to go to the dentist and they're going to say, Alex, what have you been doing? Your teeth are horrible. Or like the old Alice Cooper song, the teeth are fine, but the gums have got to go.
Yep.
Well, he told me what's killing my teeth is the Mountain Dew. He said, you're really got to stop drinking that Mountain Dew, Rick, to say I'm too far gone. I'm too far addicted.
And it doesn't seem to matter what I do, what I drink, or what I eat, because I'm a teaholic. I'm a real big tea drinker. They always tell me that I have really good teeth. So
Well,
that's really
count
good.
yourself fortunate. I've had 4 implants put in this year.
Ooh. Yeah, big time. Ouch.
I need 2 more, but the bone for my upper right ones is right underneath a sinus cavity. And they tried to put in a short implant, 7 millimeters, and it's supposed to be 10, and it wouldn't integrate into the bone, so they had to take it out. So they're sending me to an oral surgeon to see if he can go in, lift up the lining of the sinus cavity, and add more bone up there. They got powdered bone they can use.
Glued in type of thing.
And that will sometimes help you grow more bone. I guess it's from cadavers mainly.
Well, I gotta go.
But I'm not anxious to do that unless I'm reasonably assured it's going to work.
To be too personal, but does your insurance cover it, or you have
No.
to?
No, my hardly anybody's insurance covers implants because they're so expensive.
Oh, wow.
The place I got these was relatively cheap as those things go, $3,000 a tooth. The normal quote out, well, back in South Carolina and here was from around $4,500 a tooth. But I've lost several over the years. I inherited my daddy's soft teeth. And I wasn't always the best at looking after them. So
I took
I
care
can't
of mine
take all
like
the
you're
blame
supposed
on my
to.
dad.
Brushed 3 times a day, flossed, all that good nonsense, and I've got a tooth missing here, a tooth missing here, a half a tooth missing here, and
Yep.
I need to get one pulled right now, but I'm just kind of waiting for it to maybe fall out on its own. I mean, you know, it's like the person that never smoked a day in his life and gets lung cancer. How does that happen? Things just happen. Going back to what Rick said, I didn't like Mountain Dew. I tried it a few times, but it just never appealed to me at all.
But Dr. Pepper, anybody like Dr. Pepper?
Yeah,
Not
Uh,
really.
Or what?
We used
My dad
call
my
that
dad drank
marinated
Dr.
prune
Pepper.
juice.
so I can't repeat the comment that was made by Robert because there's another needle phobia in here. But yeah, I bet that's probably very true, Robert.
So Greg, have you ever had it hot? Dr. Pepper hot?
Hot Dr. Pepper?
Dude,
Years ago, when I worked in a grocery store in high school, around Christmas time every year, the Dr. Pepper salesman would come in and they would serve samples in little cups about this big with it hot and with some other kind of a little snack.
Yeah,
And
rum.
surprisingly, it wasn't bad.
Huh.
My wife loves it, but I
So
really just don't care for it.
how
at
many
all.
people here have ever had a cake made with Coca-Cola?
What mean with
I
Coca-Cola?
have.
A cake? No? One of the best cakes. My grandmother used to make Coca-Cola cakes and 7-Up cakes all the time. Instead of
sounds
using,
good.
it was real good. Instead of using water, you would use soda, and it was really good. How many people here remember that wonderfully delicious drink called Tab?
Ugh.
I remember it. Wasn't that a Dr. Pepper knockoff?
Uh,
Oh, it was a
I-
diet drink.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what it was a knockoff of, but it was.
I think it was a dome, just something really bad tasting.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Who remembers Tang?
Tang, yeah.
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 The
It had
last
to be-
time one time I went to the dentist and had to fix their computer at the dentist.
Did you get a discount on your teeth?
No.
I wouldn't
But
have fixed the
all it was-
computer.
All it was they used thin clients, little bitty computers that are just connections for your monitor and mouse and keyboard that are connected to a server that connect to their VMware or whatever they used, and all it was unplugged.
Yeah, I'll show you something else Alex taught me today, and the jury's still out on this one. Might take me a minute. You guys won't see it unless you're watching the stream. It is going out over the stream. If I can remember how to do it. So, you got that. And then you got the same one with color. And then my personal favorite that I'm really I really am working on this, and I really want something kind of decent to come out of it. This one here. Trying to get out of the way. And you'll see here in a minute, it's good till about right there, and then when the way that it's designed, I need to get it where it tracks with the trucks. Like right there is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. But that's not everyone's cup of tea, so to speak. So I kind of decided on this one here. Kind of like that. And then, of course, tomorrow night we will be Tech Talk. Anyway, that was good to see someone from Jeff's channel join us, even if it was for a brief moment. That's pretty cool. I try to watch a little bit of him every day. Pretty interesting channel. Check it out. I believe it's 3 or 4 o'clock Michigan time.
Oh, where's he at?
He's in Michigan somewhere, but I don't know where.
What's he making? What's his channel doing, or what is it?
They just get together like we do and talk. I'm amazed at how many channels there are on YouTube that do exactly what we're doing right here. It just, when I was setting my phone up tonight, I was trying to find my channel, and I kept coming across
Other people.
other people. There was one that came across. It was a guy and a girl that said, "Ask us anything." I'm like, sure, you know, right. There was another one that I kind of had a brief interest in because it was advertised as being humorous or comedic, but then I kind of glanced at it and it's clearly not. So I did not go there. But yeah, there's.
Anybody notice Rick's shirt is missing 2 letters?
It looks like it's got KANSAS, and it's got, I can't make out University of. What 2 letters is it missing? Oh, never mind. A and R. Yeah. I got it. Yeah. Actually, it's missing. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's got a few too many letters. It only needs 2 letters. I.U. That's the only 2 letters you need.
You're missing a word underneath. It should say state. Did you go to KU? Rick?
No, I've just
Oh.
been to Kansas a bunch of times, and my dad always buys me a bunch of shirts when I'm down there in
Okay.
Kansas, Salina. They live in Salina, Kansas.
Okay.
So I used to go visit them until this Corona crap showed up, and now I'm stuck in Minnesota until probably 2 or 3 years from now.
Yeah. So Gary, who's your favorite
I
university?
can't even get on a plane. I won't get on a plane.
I don't blame
I
you.
told my dad, I said maybe 2 or 3 years from now, maybe.
Yeah. I don't blame you a bit on that. I didn't like to fly to begin with, and now with this, I don't know. We're still debating on whether we're going to stop and see my brother Sunday night, and we planned it for Sunday night because we will have seen my mom, my son, the grandchildren. We'll be on our way home. We'll stop and see him, and then if something were to tragically happen that we get it, we'll be here and not spreading it to anyone else. But we're still debating because we're visiting a hospital that's 100% capacity with so-called COVID-19 patients. So I don't know. And
Do you
then
know what the variant he has?
he hasn't said yet. I don't think they know.
When I had it, I didn't get any paperwork that showed me the kind or the variant.
Well,
I assume it was Delta given the time frame, but
Sure.
I don't know.
Lorna sent me a text today, and she tested negative with the rapid test, which is good. But then they administered, I think she said it's a PCR test.
Yep.
And she won't know anything for 72 hours. And I said, well, that's kind of stupid. And she said, oh, no. One of the coworkers tested negative with the rapid and came back positive with the PCR or whatever it is.
Yeah, the difference is the rapid test is looking for viral proteins, and the PCR test is looking for the RNA from the actual virus.
Oh,
So the PCR is the DNA thing they use that makes it multiply and multiply, so they have enough of it so that it's easier to see if it's there.
so now we're a medical channel.
Well, I just
My
read
doctor.
that today.
Okay.
That's how
Oh, it's good to know. That's actually some really good information to know.
I got my next COVID next Tuesday.
Well, my brother did say he's probably going to get the vaccine because he said, and I quote, I don't want to go through this hell again. So,
I'm sure he doesn't.
no. I was really hoping he was going home either tomorrow or Thursday, but that's not looking like that's going to happen, especially when they put him back on the CPAP. And then my youngest son called and wanted to know why he didn't go on a ventilator, so I kind of had to explain that to him. And I think he got it toward the end. It's just terrible. I mean, it really is just terrible.
Yeah, the CPAP, that's like what you use for sleep
Sleeping.
disorders, right?
Right.
Yeah, sleep apnea.
Yep. So, Greg is watching television, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, you better mute it. Z Menor's gonna get you muted now. Uh,
I know some people with CPAPs, their snoring gets a hell of a lot worse. It gets so loud.
the Army, well, it's not the Army. The VA wants me to take a sleep apnea test, but I got to drive 66 miles, spend the night, and my wife can't go with me. So I'm like, no, that's 2 strikes. I'm not driving 66 miles, and she can't come with me. But there's a loophole, believe it or not. She's a nurse. She's going to temporarily be my caregiver. They will allow her in as my caregiver. It's crazy. But I'm not. I'm in no hurry to get it done. The cramps have gone away. I don't know if it's because of the reduction of sugar, the 1 donut or so we were having, or my medication change. I don't care. They've gone away. I'm really happy.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And I
hear the lung specialist my wife is seeing and our cardiologist, their standard paperwork at both of those places gives you this horrendous big questionnaire about sleep disorders. They're both trying to sell you treatment for sleep disorders or the testing or whatever.
Yeah, one of the guys I worked with from the naval base, he had to go in for that.
I see the latency's off, and I don't know how to fix it. No, it shows ultra low latency, but it's super slow on the lag between screens. I just wanted to go see how long I've been on. I'm going to cut tonight short because I really want to work with our show, Rick, what little bit of YouTube I know. Blackwatch. He sent me a link to something. I'm going to see what it is real quick. Oh.
And end up in jail, so be careful.
No, it's. I'll tell you after we shut the screen down. I might share that later because I can't get in trouble for not streaming. Okay, so I apologize for the latency delay. It'll be back on here in about 7 seconds.
Saw a good show tonight. I watched the rebroadcast of the Tony Bennett Lady Gaga special.
Yeah, you were telling us that.
And I'm not normally a fan of hers, the kind of stuff she normally does, but she started out as a jazz singer.
I didn't know that.
Which is why he approached her several years ago, and they've made 2 albums together. They just released the second one. But it was pretty amazing. He's fairly deep into Alzheimer's at this point. But when he walked out and they opened the curtains and he saw the audience, it was like somebody flipped a switch.
They say that. They do say that.
And there was a special about this on 60 Minutes some time ago where they followed him and Lady Gaga in the rehearsals and all of this stuff.
Right.
For the special. And one of the things that was interesting in all the work leading up to this, when they were rehearsing, he never once mentioned her name. But in the performance, she came out and opened the show and then introduced him and went off for a while. Then she came out later to do the duets. And when he looked over and saw her, he knew her name for the first time since they had started rehearsing together.
Oh, wow.
And it was simply that he was so engaged in being the performer again.
Sure.
Yeah. His brain was active.
Yeah. I saw a thing today.
It's amazing stuff.
I had to go to 2 stores today. We ran out of chicken feed, so I had to go get some chicken food. And I saw a gentleman who was clearly elderly and a gentleman who was probably his son, that I would put him in his 50s. And it was really sad because they got about 4 or 5 feet away from the car, and the older guy stopped, and the one guy goes, "It's this one right here. It's this car right here. Come on now, we're here. We're at the car." And that guy was lost. He didn't know where he was at. It was really I mean, it was horrifying. It was sad. I don't know if he ever went and got him and put him in the car or not, but just that brief interaction that I witnessed was just not good at all. And then yours truly, thank you very much. I go to Walmart. You know how they have the sliding doors that open when you approach them?
Yeah.
Well, if you're not paying any attention, and there's these two big red things on there that say "Do not enter," and you try to enter and you walk into the door.
I've done that.
Yeah, I did too today, but I was okay with it because when I went over and went in, there was two people standing there dying laughing. I go, well, I guess I should wear my glasses, huh? I did not see the red dots on there. I really didn't. Crazy. It's really crazy. So let's get started with Rick stuff. Let me go over here and in the stream. So I'm going to end the live stream at right at an hour, at 56 minutes. So Tony, thank you for being here. Bull Monte, thank you for being here if you're still with us. Everyone else is in the Zoom, so I don't have to thank you for being here, even though that kind of goes without saying. I do appreciate you watching me on the YouTube stream. I'm going to end it, and then we probably will be back a little bit as I'm going to show Rick some things, and we may just live stream just to see if it works or not. So thank you. I will see you tomorrow night, and hopefully I won't be running late. Bye for now.